Section 7.1, Trigonometric Identities and Uses. So first, I just want to summarize the identities that we already have on one page. So you can refer to this page. So summary of previously seen trig identities. Sin x equals 1 over cosecant x, cosine x equals 1 over secant x, tangent x equals 1 over cotangent x, cosecant x equals 1 over secant x, 1 over sin x, secant x equals 1 over cosine x, cotangent x equals 1 over tangent x. These are the reciprocal identities. Okay, and you really need to know those. Okay, and then there's tangent x equals sine x over cosine x. Cotangent x equals cosine x over sine x. These are really useful. These are the quotient identities. Okay, and they're just for sine, for tangent and cotangent. Okay, then cosine of x equals sine of pi over 2 minus x. Sine of x equals cosine pi over 2 minus x. Secant x equals cosecant pi over 2 minus x. Cosecant x equals secant pi over 2 minus x. Tangent x equals cotangent pi over 2 minus x. And cotangent x equals tangent pi over 2 minus x. These are the cofunction identities, also known as the complementary. I call them the complementary angle identities, and a lot of texts do. And I think Hawks calls them the cofunction identities. They're called both. It's just, you just kind of have to know both names for it. It's pretty simple. They both start with CO. So you never actually ask for the name of the identities. Okay, but it just has to do with the complementary angles. Pi over 2 minus x, remember, is the complement angle to x, because if you add x and pi over 2 minus x, you get pi over 2, which is 90 degrees. Complementary angles add up to 90 degrees. Okay, and so I labeled those here so you could just remind you of what's going on with those. Okay, and then these are period identities. So cosine x equals cosine x plus 2 pi. The period is 2 pi. Sine x equals sine x plus 2 pi. Secant x equals secant x plus 2 pi. Cosecant x equals cosecant x plus 2 pi. Tangent x equals tangent x plus pi. Cotangent x equals cotangent x plus pi. Those are the period identities. There's one that I didn't include here, which is the odd-even identities. Maybe they're on the next video. We'll see. So you need to know all of these and have them down. Maybe most of them you already know. Let's hope so.